Page number 9. Considering the activity of the circulation and conservation of the caste system in India. The next question is where it originated. The question of its origin is a bitter question, and in the study of caste, it has been tragic. Some have supported this, and some have deliberately covered this question. Some people have been successful in understanding where it can be the origin of Jatpant. They say if we cannot control our affection for the origin, then we should use its plural form. That is the origin of Jatpant. By the way, there has been no confusion about the origin of casteism in India. As I have said before that a homogeneous marriage is the only reason for caste, and when I speak of the origin of the caste, it means the origin of the functioning of the homogeneous marriage system. In a society propagating the huge concept of individuals in such a powerful manner, I was going to say dirt. This is a blank nonsense in political language. It is negligible, which is not in calculation, or which is not counted, or of very little importance, that individuals form a society together. The society consists of completely classes. In this, emphasizing the principle of class struggle, where an object should be described, so exaggerated that there is a violation of the general folk boundary. There may be exaggeration ornamentation, but it is true that there are certain classes in the society, and their base may vary. Those classes can be economic, spiritual, or social, but every person of the society is associated with some class. This is an eternal truth, and the initial Hindu society would not have been an exception to this. As far as we know, it was no exception. If we keep this general rule in mind, we find that it can prove to be a very useful element in the study of the origin of Jatpant, because we want to determine which class it was, which first of which the structure of its caste. Therefore, class and caste are two forms of each other. The only difference is that caste is a class holding itself in a homogeneous circumference. The study of the origin of the caste system can answer our questions as to which class that class. Is it who introduced this circumference? Which is its cycle? This question is very curious, but it is very relevant, and the answer will remove the curtain from the mystery of how the caste system flourished and firm in the whole of India. Unfortunately, I do not have a direct answer to this question. I can only answer indirect. I have just said that the rituals under consideration flow in Hindu society. To keep the facts true, it is necessary to clarify the statement, so that its prevalence can be highlighted. This practice is prevalent in only one caste, i.e. Brahmins, which is at the highest place in the structure of Hindu society, and the non-Brahmin castes followed it only, where it is neither firm nor perfection in its adherence. This important fact can present important information before us. If non-Brahmin castes follow this practice, as can be easily seen, then there is no need to prove which class is the birth of caste system. What the Brahmins created a circumference for themselves and created a caste structure. It is a different question, which will be considered on any other occasion. But strictly adherence to this custom, and strictly implemented this practice by this priest class since ancient times, that the same class was the originator of this unnatural institution. He laid the foundation of it by unnatural means and kept it alive.